Rusty is the only narrow-gauge diesel engine. He mostly gets along with everyone. Normally he works at the slate mines, but he also patrols the lines, making sure that they are safe for the other engines to run on. One day Rusty was working at the slate mines. He shunted some trucks up to the incline. He waited. Afterwards, he backed up onto the loaded cars. He was coupled up and tried to pull the train away, but Rusty couldn't move. Duncan was helping out at the incline, and he came to see what was the matter. "What's wrong, Rusty?" "I don't know. I can't pull this train. Something must be wrong with me." Duncan pushed Rusty to a siding. Then he took the train of slate away. Later, Sir Handel arrived and took Rusty away. Sir Handel took Rusty to the sheds. Later, Duke brought some workmen to inspect Rusty. Finally, they found out what was wrong. Rusty's engine did not look good. Rusty was not allowed to work for the rest of the day, so the little diesel had to wait in the sheds. Rusty watched as the other engines were busy with their work. That evening, Sir Topham Hatt came to see Rusty. "Rusty, I'm sorry I have some bad news. Parts of your engines have gone bad. I would normally send you to the works, but they don't have the proper parts for you. They also don't have the space for you to stay there and wait, so you will have to wait here until the parts arrive from the mainland. I'm very sorry, Rusty." Rusty was sad. He had to stay in the shed for the next several days. A few days later, Edward was taking a train of scrap to the other railway. Edward stopped to talk to Rusty. "Good morning, Rusty." "Hello." "What are you doing still in the sheds on this fine morning?" Rusty told Edward the bad news about his engine. "Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. I hope your parts come soon." And Edward puffed away. Rusty sighed. The next few days, Rusty still stayed in the shed. His worn-out engine was getting dustier and dustier each day. One day, Sir Handel was feeling sick, or so he said, and there was no one to take the midday train. All the other engines were busy with their usual work. At the sheds, Rheneas brought some workmen. They inspected Rusty from top to bottom. Rusty asked what they were doing, but they were too busy to answer. Then the workmen left, and Rusty was alone, except for the supposedly sick Sir Handel. The foreman soon arrived. "Rusty, you seem to be up for the job. I need you to take the midday train." Rusty was still worried about his engine, but wanted to be really useful again. Rusty accepted, and found some coaches. He was sure his engine would last one more trip, but then he realized how hard it was to pull the train. The coaches were empty, but felt very heavy. Rusty felt weak. Soon enough, Rusty arrived at the station. Gordon pulled in with the express. The passengers began boarding Rusty's coaches. Rusty suddenly got an itch in his nose. He tried to fight it, but he couldn't. Rusty sneezed. Achoo! Dust from his engine flew everywhere. Gordon was filthy. "Cinders and ashes!" "Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry, Gordon." Rusty was embarrassed, and now he couldn't move. Rusty was stuck. The passengers were cross. The station master tried to sort everything out. Some workmen called the yard, and Sir Handel had to come to the rescue. Rusty was shunted to another line, and Sir Handel took the train. I'm sorry, Gordon. Gordon was very upset for how dirty he was, but he felt bad for the little diesel engine. Oh, it's okay. Nothing a washdown can't take care of. But what about you? I think from now on we'll have to call you Dusty Rusty. Rusty chuckled. The workmen hurried and cleaned up Gordon as best as they could. The station master came out to talk to Rusty. We'll have to pay for all the damage you've done. I would punish you for this incident, but lucky for you, your new engine parts just arrived, so you'll be going to the works. Although he felt terrible for what had happened, Rusty was happy now that there would be no more engine troubles.